of traction. What more does he want?
That's it.
Shall we give him an intro?
We'll just clap at the end.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
I think I know most of you, but for those of you that I don't know, I'm Paul Pritchard. This is my company, Abacus Accountancy. So I want to say a big thank you for coming along this morning, because I know how difficult it is to drag yourself out of bed early in the morning, especially when you know you've got an accountant talking to you, and you're thinking, oh, here we go, numbers, spreadsheets, usual rubbish. So, I'm not going to talk about numbers. I am not even going to mention spreadsheets. Well, actually, I might just once I should mention the word spreadsheets, and that's it.
That's twice.
When I say the word spreadsheet, you'll listen out for
Three.
Right, what I want to talk to you today about is being proactive in your business. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but I seem to be hearing this word proactive all the time. Everywhere I go, it's proactive this, proactive that. So maybe think, well, what really is it? What is proactive? What's all the fuss about? How can you become proactive in your business? So I looked it up. And proactive, literally, the definition in a nutshell, is that you're taking some kind of action before an event or problem occurs. So it's the opposite of being reactive. When you wait until there's a big problem and then you do something about it, you're basically looking at it in advance, you're doing something beforehand. So I thought a great way to illustrate this to you, I'm going to share with you one of my little hobbies that I like doing when I go away on holiday. And you'll be pleased to know that I'll stay fully clothed for this. I've got a little box to show you. No speedos, no thongs. It is my face mask. Now, I'm actually a certified diver. I also love snorkeling. I'll spend hours in the sea, swimming around, looking at the fish. And it's just such a brilliant way to spend your time. You really lose track of time. If you've never done it, give it a try. It's amazing. When you look under the water, it's like a whole new world that opens up. All these colourful fish, corals, little enemies waving along in the current. But what we need to do is imagine for a minute that you haven't got one of these masks. Now, a mask is not 100% essential for snorkeling, but it massively adds to your enjoyment. You see, the trouble with the human eye, it doesn't focus underwater. It'll only focus in air. So basically what a mask does, it traps a layer of air between your eye and the water and allows your eye to focus, so you can see everything nice and clearly. If you don't have this, you could theoretically still snorkel. Because you could be swimming along, you've got your little snorkel, you're breathing, and you'll see blobs of colour moving around, and you'll know that they're fish. Imagine you're doing that, you're swimming along, no mask, so you can see little bits and pieces going on, but you're not too sure what it is. All of a sudden, great big dark shape comes up in front of you. You suddenly panic, you kick out, you move to the side, you gulp down seawater, you stop choking, you pick up the sand, all the fish scarper. Basically, you were just about to swim into a rock. Of course, you couldn't see it coming because you haven't got your mask on. Now, that's the difference between being reactive and being proactive. You react into that situation, so this problem has suddenly confronted you. You're like, oh, I've got to do something quick, I've got to suddenly get out of the way of this rock, otherwise I'm going to swim right into it. So you expend energy, you lose your enjoyment. Whereas if you had a mask, the rock would still have been there, but the difference is you would have seen it a long, long time before. You would have taken a small little adjustment in your course, just to make sure it wasn't really a big issue. So I thought that's really a good way of looking at our businesses. Because so many of us, and myself included, it is so easy to go through our business lives reacting to situations. You know, we just had a big tax deadline. How many people have suddenly found, oh my goodness, I've got this tax bill. And you find yourself scratching around thinking, where's the money come from? I know I've made a profit, but why haven't I got the money anymore? Or your VAT's due. Or suddenly that great customer that you landed, they're not going to pay you on time. So I apologise for suns in everyone's eyes, or you're just flirting with me. Because I see everyone winking.
I'm winking.
It's the sunlight, sorry about that. Big to bad place to stand. So again, imagine you're going through your business life, but it's like you haven't got that mask on. You can't see clearly what's coming. So every time there's a problem, you're suddenly reacting to it rather than being proactive. Now, how much more efficient would you be in your business if you had like a business mask to look ahead, realise what's coming up, take a small little action before you got to it, and it wouldn't become an issue anymore, would it? So I thought I'd talk to you about 3 benefits of being proactive in your business. First of all, you will save time. Secondly, you will save money. And thirdly, you will reduce your stress. So first of all, let's have a look at how you will save time by being proactive. basically, when you have to react to a situation, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of energy. A bit like when you're snorkeling, you suddenly come to that rock, suddenly your heart rate's gone up, you've had to take emergency action, perhaps had to swim backwards to avoid going into that rock. It's exactly the same in your business. If you haven't foreseen a problem or a situation arising, you may have to go back on yourself, find a new route. And how many times have we done that in business? You know, we've got in our minds a clear path that we're going with our business. We're moving along, we think it's all going nicely, then we hit a problem. When you hit the problem, you've got to react to it, you end up backtracking. It takes you time. So you go back on yourself, then you reevaluate and go down a different path. But can you see how if you'd been a bit more proactive, seeing those situations beforehand, you suddenly wouldn't be wasting your time, would you? So let me give you a little example of how that could work. We all know the importance of having processes in place in our business, trying to systemize things. If you're not aware of that, have a little chat with David. David's a fantastic business coach. You'll soon tell people the importance of having processes in place, making sure everything's mapped out. Let's imagine for a second you haven't got those processes. You're new in business. And you turn up this morning at a networking event, because you want to meet new people, make new friends and all the rest of it. And you meet this person and you just click with them. You know how it is, sometimes you get someone and you just hit it off. And you think, this person's brilliant. Great little rapport going on. You sell widgets. Now, up to now, you haven't really been selling a huge amount of widgets, not been that successful. This person suddenly says, I like you, I like your business, I want to place an order for 200 widgets. Yes, happy days. Well, if you go, you think, I've landed this massive order. Then, of course, you go away from the networking event and you're thinking, oh my goodness, how on earth am I going to fulfill an order for 200 widgets? I haven't got my suppliers in place, don't know where I'm buying it from, don't know how to package it, don't know how to ship it out. Suddenly, you're faced with what should be a really, really good situation. You should be celebrating. You're running around like a headless chicken now. So you're wasting time. Whereas if you're taking a bit of time beforehand, put all those systems into place, and suddenly when that order comes, you just fall back on your systems, you know everything's going to go into place, you fulfill that order, your business grows. But without being proactive about it, what could potentially be or what should be a really good situation can actually become a negative situation. So so you can save time. Let's see how you can save money by being proactive. How many times have you bought something on an impulse? Yeah, all done, haven't we? Yeah, I'm just thinking of a few scenarios. Probably been on holiday, maybe. Go to Spain, come back, got some sombrero. Seems like a good idea, didn't it, at the time? Some years ago, we went to Turkey. Everywhere we went, every bar was this Turkish guy singing. No clue what he's talking about, because I don't speak Turkish. But the music was so catchy, we bought his CD. Never listened to it again. Because you get back to the UK, you get back into your day-to-day life, and you think, why on earth did I waste money buying this CD that I'm never going to listen to again? Well, it's a CD, it's a holiday thing, it's no big deal. But would you really want to run your business like that? Buying something you don't actually need? So again, thinking back to this new contact we just made, they've placed an order for 200 widgets. You panic. How am I going to do this? Got to find a supplier. So you rush out, you find a supplier. Supplier's got you over a barrel. He says, you want 200 widgets? Oh, I see, you want it by next week, do you? Yeah, you can have it by next week. This is the price. You're going to pay through the nose. Now, if you've been a bit more proactive, got that into place beforehand, you could have perhaps done all your negotiating, found another supplier, got your prices a bit lower, your profit margins go up. So you see how by being proactive, it's going to save you time, it's going to save you money. So the third benefit is, it's going to reduce your stress. So how does that work? Well, wouldn't you agree that, again, if you're snorkeling, about to swim into that rock, that's stressful, isn't it? You go up to sea water, you're choking, you think, oh, I'm drowning, I'm going to die. You're not, because you just stand up and you're fine. But the point is, it's stressful. You're backpedaling, you're having to do more work than you would have had to do. If you don't have to do that in your business life, you're less stressed. If you save time, you're less stressed. If you're able to save time, it means you've got more time to do more of what you're good at. Perhaps you've got more time to work on your business, getting those processes in place, getting the training that you need to have done. Perhaps if you've got more time and more money, you can start preparing for your future. You'd speak to someone like Claire, you get your pension in place. But as Claire's already mentioned, there's no point doing that once your year's gone. It's too late. You've got to be doing it beforehand. So by saving time and by saving money, you're also reducing your stress. If you've got more time, you've got more money, what are you going to do with your time? Spend it with loved ones, family? Go away on holiday. If you go on holiday, you're less stressed. No brainer, isn't it? So you see, by being proactive, all these benefits come out of it. So you're probably now thinking, okay, sounds good, I want to be proactive in my business. How do I do it? And then you're thinking, this guy's an accountant. he's here to take out my, here comes the hard sell. Yep. Here's the hard sell. We will help you, if you want to, be proactive in your business, we can help you do that. And the way that we do that is basically we use a cloud-based bookkeeping system. So we've already said that with Claire, with pensions planning, you can only do it before your year end. Well, traditionally, what do you do with an accountant? You muddle through your year, you go to your accountant at the end of the year, big pile of paperwork, and you go, there you go, save you some tax. And we go, okay, we'll do the best we can, but we're not miracle workers. Now, how much more proactive would it be if we were measuring your accounts during the year? And then, halfway through your year, we pick up the phone and go, Ken, you have a brilliant year, look at this, you're doing really, really well. Or trouble is, you're going to have a big tax bill. Let's go and put this in place. Let's get your pension in place, or do this, or do that. The point is we can advise you because we know what your numbers are doing. Conversely, if you suddenly land this big order for 200 widgets, we know that because we're monitoring your business. We can then see if this person who's bought 200 widgets from you are not going to pay. If they're not going to pay, how are you going to deal with that cash flow situation? Well, again, we can advise you because we've got the information in advance. So if you want to know a little bit more about how that works, come and have a chat with me. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a salesman. I'll tell you how it is. If you want to know more, come and speak to me. I guarantee you, it will make your business grow because we're measuring it during the year and being proactive, not just reactive. So, a couple of little things. I've got a little free gift for you, okay? And it's going to involve, wait for it, a spreadsheet. Right, what it is, we partnered with a new reporting company. So we use Xero, the cloud-based thing, to monitor people's business. We can extract information out of that. We've always been able to do that. They now have the ability to be able to pull the information in from spreadsheets. So I mentioned it twice, I forgot to mention I'm actually a liar as well. What I'm going to want to do is offer you all a chance to have this free report. It's worth £150. Everybody here, if I haven't already got your email address, give it to me afterwards. I'll send you a link. You download the spreadsheet. There it is again, straight out. All you do, you put your numbers in. So it's going to be a minimal investment in your time. So we're going to take you 3 or 4 minutes, something like that. Now you can measure anything you want. So if you want to measure how last month was compared to, say, last January, you enter last month's figures in one column, last January's in the other. If you want to know your year-to-date, put your year-to-date figures in. Doesn't matter what you put in. Whatever you put in, we will measure it. Free report for you. That's my thank you for putting up and listening to me this morning. And the same applies to you, Jeanette. If you want it for your business or if you want it for a client, you're more than welcome. No problem whatsoever. You can rebrand it and plug it onto a client. It's a great little bit of kit. We're really excited. February now is our time for chilling out, getting processes in place for next year. So we've got the time to do it. That's why I want to offer it to you. It's a free gift for listening. Thank you very much. One little thing that I want in return, and it's not big. It's not big at all.
Typical man, I always want something back.
What I want you to do, every time you hear the word proactive, I want you to think of snorkeling and this little mask. Now what's going to happen is you're going to hear that word all the time now. Everywhere you go, you're going to hear proactive this, proactive that, and I want you to just stop for a minute and think, how am I being proactive? Now what's going to happen is you're also going to hear other words that will make you think of proactive. You'll be watching the telly tonight and there'll be a shampoo advert, they'll talk about pro-retinol, or toothpaste one, pro-enamel, and you go, pro-enamel, that's a bit like proactive. Ah, face mask. Yeah? When you think here of that, think of the mask, imagine yourself snorkeling without a mask, and then apply it. Just take 30 seconds to think, what have you done today in your business to be proactive? Just think about it for a minute. Because I guarantee you, if you just do a little thing every single day, your business will go from strength to strength to strength. Guarantee it. So there you go. If you want a little bit of help, if you want to know more about how we can provide you with that mask, so you can see the big picture of your business, and know exactly where you're headed, come and have a chat with me. But overall, thank you ever so much for listening. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and have a wonderful day.